let's recap what has happened so far. We have built 3 kits so far. I've even started giving them names because I'll never know their real names. This one I like to call Arrow Sword. It just gives me that video game feeling from a Sega Genesis game called Arrow Flash, or something like that. It reminds me of that. This one I called Ice Lion, or Icy Lion, or Ice Lion. I'm trying to make it one word, some sort of, because he's got like lion faces right here. He's got the mane and he's got the ice look to him. And then this one I call Fire Bear. Not just Red Bear, Fire Bear. I think that's cooler. So that's the 3 I've already built. I'm really interested in seeing if I've gotten any special ones, which I have not gotten so far. I've even started changing what my thumbnails look like from being kind of boring, just like let's cross out the logos as we go. So if you're hearing me talk about that in the older videos, that's what I was referring to. I was like, I made a checklist of all 9 of them. You get 9 possibilities here. The checklist was a little less shiny than this. And this is the main character, I guess, the Fire Bear. I don't know what their real names are. I'll probably never know. So I'm just going to start giving them names and making it fun for myself, because it just stresses me out when I don't know things and I need to figure it out, blah, 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 blah. Why make your life stressful? Just give them names and move on. It's kind of like the woman on, well, never mind. I always give people nicknames because it's easy to remember their real names. All right. So anyway, this is the base. I don't care about it. Okay, let's find out what figure we got this time. We got a black figure. It could be the special one, or it could be the non-special one. I have no idea. It looks cool either way. It looks like Fire Bear, but with black. So I don't know what, I'm gonna give it a neat name probably by the end of this. Here's the endoskeleton, which is the same for all of them. Here's a little shiny card. It's a F11 figures. Progenitor effect. I wonder if that said that on all the card things. I guess I could put that in the little card sleeves. And this one, we got 2 different packets here. One of them is the things on trees. You have to pop off. Let's see if there's anything else. And sometimes little weapon hilt things. Always double check to make sure you got everything out of there, because one time I didn't and I regretted it later. I had to re-pull things apart to get the things in teeny tiny little pieces that were on a tree. Here's your billions and trillions of little armor pieces, which is going to be hard for this one because the armor and the endoskeleton are the same color, so that's going to be really fun to figure out. Well, not the same color after all. It's a really deep, deep dark blue. It's like a navy blue. All right, so it's not black. It just looks black at first. Here's the 3x5 card, or you know, like a Pokemon card kind of thing. I don't know if it's special. For some bizarre reason, I got, oh, wait a minute. Did I get a special one? Yeah, now think about it. There is a black one on the thing, but it's not. Oh, maybe I did get a special one because this is like the black version of this guy. I thought, well, it's just the black version of that guy. I didn't think anything else about it. But according to the information on here, I was thinking I got this guy, but he's got a different thing altogether. The headgear is exactly the same as Red Bear. So I guess I'll call him Black Bear. Or not Red Bear. I don't know what I'm calling him. I'll call him NightBear, I guess. I'll have to wait until I build him to see. So he must be this special one right here, which is black instead of red. I thought the red one. Well, maybe there's a special red one and a special black one. So I did get the special one. It is the 3 out of 72 of these figures. So out of every 72 figures you buy, right, you get a special one. He's got 1 sword, 2 samurai sword, not katana, they're bigger. He's got fiery red hair. That's cool. So I just built one just like him, but in totally different colors. Here is his weapon, which I didn't care for because it's just too big, in my personal and humble, absolute right opinion. But I do like the colors of it. So it's not really black. I keep thinking it's black, but it's really not. It's more of a really, really navy blue. That's why I was like, I don't want to give him a name until I build him, and then I can kind of familiarize myself. I don't want to jump on it really quick. Man, I'm already 4 minutes into it and I just started. Isn't that special? Whoa, I don't know what's going on with my suction cup thing here. Okay, suction. All right. It's not holding too well. I don't know what's going on with it. I'm gonna have to get another monopod, I guess. This was a pretty good one. It was good while it lasted. All right, so with these hands, you get 2 pairs of hands. I don't really like the scratchy gimme hands, whatever you want to call them. I like the fists because they hold weapons. Here are your elbow joints and knee joints. Let me see if that's holding. Okay, it's still holding. So let's pop these out and build these first. I like to go ahead and build them. Unlike the blockies, these do not bend only one way. They bend both forward and backwards. So it doesn't it's a little bit easier to figure out which one you're going to put them. I feel like this thing's going to fall again. All right, well, it seems like it's holding, but like I'm going to stop talking and it's going to make it suddenly, it's going to stay put because I'm not talking right now. I don't know why people do this. Like, hold your breath. Oh, great. A fly's flying around me. It's probably that time of the day when it's starting to get warm on this side of the house. Yeah, it's supposed to be cooler today, but not that much. And yeah, it's just not getting cooler like it's supposed to. Like, it wasn't going to get as cool as like up in where my mom lives. She's having a cooler day probably according to the weather. But we're at the beach and it's pretty much mild. We don't fluctuate in our temperatures like mainland does because we got the big huge body of water out there. It's still 85 degrees. So even this morning inland, like 10 miles inland where the Walmart is, it was like 67 degrees. Here it was 70 degrees. It was feeling good. It felt good to me. All right, so you were like, yay, thank you for telling me all that. I know, I'm just trying to be nice here. All right. And got the crotch plates. We're gonna go and pull those off. Now, if it's the same as the other one, that means that my upper arms are gonna be a navy blue. And there's the helmet. I might as well pull the helmet out. Not helmets. I didn't say helmets. Stop that. Here's the lower half of the hands. Here's the upper. And here's the thighs. I'm not trying to find that. Here's the dumbbells. One of them. Here's this piece. Let me go and put it in while I got my hands. This is the neck knob. And I found that going bottoms up is a little bit easier for the most part for building these. All right. So I think I got most of the pieces here. This is one of the pieces we're going to definitely need. So far, the endoskeletons have been the same on all three of the ones I built, and this is technically the third one I built, and the fourth one is just a repaint. Nope. Okay, I'm getting a little out of order here. The only difference is that's definitely the front. You got two things in the front. This thing right here that I'm putting on, it doesn't matter which way you put it. I'm not going to squeeze this tight this time. I think even last time I was like about to cry because I'm going to squeeze too hard and I'm going to leave it that far off. I know it seems like a lot. As far as this goes, the front and the back does not matter. I'm going to go ahead and do the legs first this time. Now, since these do not matter if they've been forward or backwards, I like to keep this part on the outside because it does show on these instead of like the blockies, which it doesn't show. These, there's no front or back. Well, there's a hole right there, and that makes me obsessive at my OCD. But it doesn't really show, so it don't matter. It do not matter. It does not matter. All right. Okay, doka leg. You go ahead and put these on. I did hear a pop that time on both of those. Got the feet ready to go. Now, I do not want to put the feet on until I put the ankle guards on. These hold on pretty well. These are the ankle parts. Here's one of the upper arms. Here's one of the dumbbell arm things. Here's one of the other feet things. So I am going to put the feet things on a little bit earlier this time, but I'm not going to put the feet on until I put the lower calves on. I do like the design of these lower calves. I think both of these are the piece you want to put on secondary. You want to put on the piece with the male pieces on first, the male studs. Okay, here we go. So the studs, because it's going to go through this hole right here to line it up. Now, I was talking about this to another person, like sometimes the pieces are jiggly, and I'm like, I guess you can put tissue paper, like toilet paper in there to keep it from being so loosey-goosey, if it's a problem. Okay, so before I go any farther, I'm going to go ahead and put these on now before I get too much stuff on them and make it a little bit harder. After last time I'm having such a struggle getting these on, I figured if there's less in the way, it'll be okay. The reason I put it on so late last time is because on the very first one, the white ice lion, they kept falling off of him. But this is held on by 3 prongs, so it's a little bit more sturdy. Okay, so let me put the right side of the calf on first, then put the left side on. And again, like I said, these are sometimes wiggly on them. Like I said, all you gotta do is just maybe put some tissue down in there, some glue, maybe even some of the wonderfully smelly glue. That's more like just plastic, to be honest with you. Now I am anticipating a package any minute now. So I thought, yeah, but I really want to find out if I got any of the special ones. So I did get one special one so far, and it's this one. But I just don't know what the special ones really are. Well, when I put the feet on, I want to squeeze the calves. I had a woman say that to me one time in a grocery store. She wanted to squeeze my calves. I was like, "Ma'am, we ain't on a farm. I ain't got no calves." No, I didn't say that. I just looked at her like she was insane. Oh, I was like, "Are you trying to seduce me, Mrs. Robinson? Seriously?" It was just weird. People are weird. Weird. But she did not have a beard. Beard. All right, I want to go and put these on so I can then squeeze the front to the back. I'm trying to find the other one first. Okay, I got this piece, and it doesn't matter which one's which. It's not like there's a left one and a right one. They're actually universal in nature. It's right there in front of me. No, it's not. That's the arm thing. I need another one like this. For some reason, I'm not seeing it. Why am I not seeing it? Okay, did I get all the pieces out? That's another thing you might want to check. Did I get all the pieces out? Because it may have been held back. Stuck inside there. Okay, well, I'm going to put this one on the side since it's in my hand. Like that. I just didn't want to push it down there too tight and have a hard time struggling to get in there. I keep thinking this is it, but that's one of the shoulder pads. Here, I'm going to put the shoulder pads to the side. Put the arm guards to the side. This is highly erratical. There's no other piece. That doesn't make any sense. All right, hopefully it'll reveal itself because I don't like having missing pieces. Very uncool. And it could be, let me check the instructions. Maybe there's a completely different piece to put on this one for a side. Maybe it's not the same. Maybe it's got, you know. Nope, this guy's side skirt pieces look pretty much the same. Double check. And sorry about this, guys, because I don't like not having a piece that I need. And it could be directly in front of me. All right, that's weird. All right, I'm going to keep on building in the hopes that it will magically show up like I'm just overlooking it. But I have a bad feeling about this one. All right, well, okay, well, I guess he doesn't have a side skirt. So I don't see another piece like this one. If you see it, point it out to me, let me know. I don't see it, hopefully it'll show up. All right, gonna keep on moving on. We gotta put the arms on. So here's the dumbbell, and here is the piece it goes to. And then it goes to the side right here. So it's similar to the blockies, but very different. I much prefer the blockies to a certain degree. Here it is, dumbbell. Okay, now that I got that on, I'm gonna go get the chest plate and the back plate on. So here's the back plate. Okay, and the chest plate is gonna have to be built. There's 3 things to put on it. The teeth to the bear. Maybe I'll call him NightBear. Or Blueberry. That's just too silly. It's funny, but it's too silly. Blueberry. All right, see there's his chest. It looks like a bear. I'm gonna go ahead and secure it onto here. It's really bugging me now. I keep thinking that somewhere. Oh, you know what? I just found it. Here it is. I knew I'd find it. Like, how did I not see it in there? All right, thank you. Thank you, Jesus. I just did not want to have a missing piece because you didn't. Even if you try to contact the people in China, I'm sure that they won't be able to just send out that one piece or whatever. All right, building the head. Now, this is a little complicated. If it's like the other one, let me find the shoulder pads and the helmets look very similar. So there's the shoulder pads. That must mean that these are the helmet pieces. And first off, we got to get this in here. Now, when I first tried to figure this out, it was a little more challenging. It's just that the little piece goes up here. And then these other pieces, just got to line them up and squeeze. There we go. Squeeze evenly so you won't have to get the studs off. All right. Then you put the horns on and the fiery hair he has. It could be a charcoal. No, it's like a dark blue, but he has like a fiery red hair. All right, so there's his head. And we put the head on. Hopefully it'll fit just nice. All right, so far. All right, let's get the arms on. For the arms, I like the solid pieces to go out, just me personally. We got this part. We got the fist. That would be the right fist. This is the left fist. Okay. Okay. So you're thinking, what's missing? His shoulder pads. He's got shoulder pads and these arm things on. Here's one thing I would definitely glue on to these. And I'll probably do that when I get finished building all three of them. All six of these. I've only built three so far as my brain was thinking. A little bit faster than my mouth could receipt. Okay. I'm about to do it the wrong way. This is the right way. These are pretty tight though. That's good. His head's a little wiggly. But, you know, there's ways of fixing that. And I was thinking one way it might be able to fix it is maybe giving him a cloak, like a cape, you know, and have it going through his head. I did that for one figure recently. I mean, it did a pretty good job. Here are the things that hold onto his sword on his side, like a little micro sheath. Dagnabbit. Yeah, that's one of the things that I feel like he's going to do is if you try to play with these too much, you're going to have them fall apart as you play with them. Oh, these are definitely not for kids. I mean, if you're hearing the word play coming out of my mouth, hello, adult dudes, we play with our stuff. We call it display. Display. We call it, you know, transforming it, moving it around, posing it. It's playing. You just don't play with them like little stupid kids that tear them up, like pew, 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 and crash them into each other. And even as a kid, I did not do that. That's why I was always terrified to let my neighbors play with my toys. I was like, I don't have toys. Let's play outside. Let's play with rocks. I did a lot of outdoor things just to make sure I didn't have to let them come out and tear my toys up. I don't know. I just always took care of my stuff. I didn't like how I saw Craig would play with his toys. I'm like, ugh. You really slam your figures into each other. That's stupid. Well, anyway. Craig was my neighbor that was probably like half my age, it seemed like. But he was the closest neighbor other than Crystal. And, all right, and then we got one more thing we got to add on, and I'm going to squeeze the shoulder pads since they need to be squeezed anyway. Putting these on. Now, you might be going, did you make sure it was the front? It's the same. It really is. They're exactly the same. There's one of the good things about these kits are you don't have to worry about is this the left one or is this the right one. Now, I haven't seen examples in this one, but in Transformers, like Bumblebee, for instance, he's got two different feet. There is a left foot, there is a right foot. I'm glad both of his samurai swords are not bent. That's good, because I like samurai swords. I like katana, and I like samurai swords. Alright, so here we go. And that was under 20 minutes. I did a new record. It's probably because I already built this particular figure. And I'm getting better at knowing where to build and what to do on them because honestly, It took me forever last time. I was kind of embarrassed to get these things on, but if you don't have anything in the way, you got less to deal with. All right, so he is really looking good. Let's see, what should we call him? He's a bear, but you don't have to use the word bear. We can use another word. I don't know what another word for bear is off the top of my head. Not bovine, that's cow. He's not really a black bear. That's a very dark navy blue. I could call him NightBear, or like NightBear. Yeah, NightBear. That's clever. I don't know. Probably somebody already used that name, but like NightBear. And yeah, I like that a lot. Because he, at nighttime it's not completely dark. I don't know if you ever paid attention, like looked up to the sky, but it's kind of a very dark blue hue to the sky. If there's any ambient lighting in the background. Yeah, NightBear. Yeah, that's cool. All right. So this will be, I will dub him, I have dubbed the NightBear. So we got Fire Bear, we got Ice Lion, and we got, maybe I should call him Ice Leo. Anyway, I'm trying to make it just smoothly flow. And we got Arrow Sword, sorry. He just looks a lot like a video game I have. I need to get out my Sega Genesis games. Even though I have all those things built into this one unit I have, I still want to get them out and go through them one day and make a video. This is my favorite Sega Genesis. My favorite system. I kept all my games and everything. And even though I put them out in the building, I can still play them anytime because I got one of these little units from, that plays everything. Anyway, that's not what you're here for. But he looks really good. The fire hair does look good on him, I think. It's not as standing out as you'd think it'd be. You got his his daytime opposite, fire by night and cloud by day kind of concept. He's got a cloud of smoke on his back of his head, and he's got fire on the back of his head, so to speak. So he's got a little bit of resemblance to his brother, the fieriness of his hair. Yeah, NightBear. That's cool. Like that. All right, thanks for watching. Y'all have a fantastic day.